From AccuWeather.com, this is AccuWeather Daily, a brief host-read article. It's weather news in a nutshell. A surge of tropical moisture interacting with a stalled front will trigger repeated rounds of heavy rain and thunderstorms from Texas and Oklahoma to Florida, Georgia, and the Carolinas through the remainder of this month. A front drifting southward will stall across the south this week as waves of low pressure track along with it. The setup will produce widespread showers and thunderstorms capable of dumping anywhere between 2 to 8 inches of rain across a broad area, with localized higher and lower totals. The AccuWeather local storm max rainfall amount is 12 inches. Repeated rounds of rain over the same locations could quickly overwhelm drainage systems and trigger flash flooding, especially in urban areas. Because much of the region is dealing with conditions ranging from abnormally dry to exceptional drought, the rainfall will provide much-needed relief for agriculture and water supplies. However, some storms may merge into torrential downpours as moisture from the Gulf, Caribbean, and Atlantic is pulled northward. In areas where the heaviest rain persists, the risk of urban flooding and flash flooding along small streams in low-lying areas will increase regardless of drought conditions. Major metro areas at risk for travel delays and flash flooding include Atlanta, New Orleans, Mobile, and Birmingham. Embedded with the drenching downpours will be locally gusty and severe thunderstorms. For example, some storms on Tuesday in eastern New Mexico and western and southern Texas may bring some hail, some damaging winds, and even a tornado or two. Well, a tropical area of interest may develop in the western Caribbean or southern Gulf and track toward the waters off the southern Atlantic coast of the U.S. the final weekend of May into early June. AccuWeather's Adam Dowdy said that rain will fall across parts of the south central and southeastern U.S. this week, regardless of whether tropical activity develops in the western Caribbean, the southeastern Gulf, or southwestern Atlantic. But any tropical system that does organize in that zone could strengthen modestly, increase winds and surf, and produce locally heavy rain across parts of the Florida peninsula near the end of the month. In terms of probability, it is more likely that a tropical rainstorm may form as opposed to a named tropical system. There is a possibility that, should the storm take shape farther to the west, near Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula, it could wander farther to the north in the Gulf or linger there rather than race off to the northeast toward the Atlantic. Water temperatures across much of the region are above historical averages and high enough to support tropical development. Generally, water temperatures near 80 or higher can fuel tropical storm formation. Outside of the U.S., periods of heavier rain and gusty winds may develop from parts of Cuba and the Bahamas to Bermuda from late this week into early next week. Residents and visitors planning beach trips, fishing excursions, or cruises during that time should monitor the situation for any development. The Atlantic hurricane season officially begins on June 1st, though tropical storms occasionally form before that date. No tropical storms have formed so far this year. A forecast for a strong El Niño, which is a warming of waters in the tropical Pacific that can alter weather patterns around the globe, may suppress Atlantic tropical activity this year, but that does not eliminate the risk of impacts in the U.S. or the Caribbean. However, El Niño and its full effects on the tropics may not fully develop until later this summer and autumn. AccuWeather's team of meteorologists, led by expert meteorologist Alex De Silva, is forecasting between 11 and 16 named storms this year, including 3 to 5 direct impacts to the United States. That's all for now. You can find more regional forecasts and science-based articles at AccuWeather.com. And for your local forecast at your fingertips, download the AccuWeather app. Enjoy the rest of your day, stay safe, and I will be back tomorrow with more from AccuWeather.